Well, good morning. We are at the Vivian Creek Trailhead parking. We are hiking San Gorgonio, the tallest mountain in Southern California, over 11,500 feet. So I think we're up at about 6,000 feet now, which it doesn't feel like it, but I guess we are. And it's like 8:30 in the morning. I slept in the car, hit up a Hampton Inn breakfast. All right, so we've walked up half a mile or so, not very far, and we are crossing. This is Mill Creek, so the trailhead's called Vivian Creek. I don't know where Vivian Creek is. Let's see, where should we cross? We got a nice log. This could be tough too. Yeah, nice and dry. So I'm assuming we want to go right down here. Yeah, there we go. Trail. All right. So I think this is the 1 mile mark up, because now you need a permit. So yeah, that first mile is no joke. Definitely steep. Probably gained, yeah, I don't know, 1,200 feet maybe. Pretty high up above Mill Creek now, and seeing across Mill Creek to the peaks on the other side there, and some snow there in the gullies. So right after the sign, you bend and you start walking along Vivian Creek. So here's Vivian Creek. I guess it feeds into Mill Creek, I think, although I'm not sure. I meant to mention that this is a free day hiking permit. So nice meadow here. I mean, this is joggable, but I'm in no hurry. So we're still sort of following the creek. We're up above it a little bit, but this last mile and a half or so, it's been pretty tame. So we've passed halfway camp, a quarter mile down, but I don't think we're halfway, so I think that's a misnomer. I think we've been going for about an hour, maybe a little over. We might be. Well, let's just look. 3.4 miles in. So why that's called halfway camp, I have no idea. It's more like third way camp, maybe slightly over a third. So yeah, that's about right. 3.4 miles. We're about an hour and 6 minutes in. So not lighting the world on fire, but it's fine. We'll be on the summit in, less than 3 hours, like total, I would say, from the start, or maybe about 3 hours. Might average out to 20-minute miles by the time I slow down and get up at altitude. So yeah, 3 hours up, maybe 2 hours down. Look at the views over there across, I think that's across Mill Creek Canyon there. I think one of these is called Little Gorgonio. Not sure though. So we're just plowing up. We got some more people. So the views are really starting to open up here. We just hit a little shoulder, and eventually we're gonna hit High Creek Camp, which I think is the last water source, but I got plenty of water. Then we'll hit a bunch of switchbacks and eventually gain the ridge up there. So we still have, I don't know, maybe we might be at almost 5 miles. We might gain the ridge at 7. That is just a guess. I have no idea. There's a really cool waterfall right here. I guess this is High Creek, I think. So it's flattened out. We're actually dropping briefly, I think, down to the camp to make sure we're on the right track. Yeah, we're almost to this camp. As you can see, we're gonna run right near the creek in this meadowy area. Yes, this will be the last, I think the last official campsite. And then we'll have a bunch of switchbacks up to the ridge then from High Creek Camp. So we've hit our first major snowfield of the day. If that gets slushy and post-hully, that could be annoying later on. But past like 5, 6, 10 more people, they get fitter, better looking hikers the higher up I get, because it's taking me longer to catch them. So yeah, headed up. These are going to be a bunch of switchbacks up to the ridge here that are going to go on for, I don't know, maybe 1.5 miles. Not totally sure. Still a little warm up here in the sun. Could be a little colder. So these switchbacks are extremely gently graded. It's sort of annoying because it's all this extra mileage when you could just go straight up. But I don't want to go off trail. But yeah, I mean, we're talking, I don't know, 400 foot a mile steepness. Just when I was about to get sick of switchbacks, I think we're hitting the ridge. Woo! There's someone up here. Let's go to the little lookout point here. I think we go left. That's your boy San Jacinto over there that you're seeing. Views to the Coachella Valley. Pretty awesome. We're at 6.8 miles and we're about to hit 10,000 feet. So now we just go along the ridge, then eventually hit a higher ridge and bang a right. I thought we would be about 7, so I was close. A little over 6.8. So, here we go. Well, it's getting harder because I'm not used to the altitude. I'm not sure if that's your summit. That might be a false summit. If we're going up that way though. So, we probably only have 1,000 more feet to the summit. Probably popped up 500 from where we gained the ridge. So maybe, I don't know, just under 1.5 miles left with 1,000 feet. It's smoothed out right here temporarily. So we're on this sort of demoralizing long steep switchback to gain this higher ridge. Pretty sure that's a false summit. Pretty sure. But yeah, now I think I'm feeling the altitude. Cause I'm up at getting close to 11,000, I think. It's been since July, no, August, no, yeah, Labor Day weekend when I did Mauna Kea. That's the last time I was up higher than this. So yeah, it's a slog for me catching people though. So check in higher up. Ah, this is brutal. I guess I'm gonna go up here. We're over 8.3 miles in, so we only have like 2/3 of a mile to the summit, and only about 3. This is gonna be post hole on the way down. Could be right now. I'm just following the footprints. We only have about 300 more feet to gain, so not a ton. It's gonna ease up here, I think, once we hit the ridge. But that was a brutal segment, like half-mile segment right there. How you pass this little field of rocks, and then you got another 1/4 mile to the summit. There's quite a bit of people that I didn't catch that are there or in front of me right now that I might catch, but no big deal. They started much earlier. I think I'm about to hit 3 hours. I think it's going to be over 3, so not that fast. That means over 20-minute miles, so it's going to be like 21-minute miles. That's not good. I definitely slowed down a lot that last couple miles. I guess it's the altitude. I guess I got to go up to Flag to train the next couple weekends for Colorado. So, but almost there. Let's party up here. Summit. And then a bunch of shit over there. So it's like 3 hours, 10 minutes. Not that fast. There's San Jacinto over there. People taking forever to take pictures. Alright, I'm getting away from that zoo of people. They won't leave the top. Oh, look, we got a sign here too. Not that I really want it. It's broken. 11,503. I think that's about right. San Jacinto and Palm Springs, the Coachella Valley. It's really warm here too. Alright, that's a wrap. Honestly, this was a very boring hike. I mean, for the mileage and elevation gain, you got to do it, and you got to hit the highest point in Southern California, so you get that under your notch on your belt. But besides that, I mean, really boring hike, honestly. No lakes, no real cool. There was one little waterfall. I mean, the views are fine from up top, but it's the same from all these high peaks. So yeah, not super impressed, but this is what I was expecting. So anyway, that was San Gorgonio. Once I get down a little bit more, I'll get my jog on, but I'm not feeling it with all these rocks yet. We're back around the High Creek camp area, or High Creek camp area. Brief period where the trail turns a little wet and muddy here, but this is the worst we got to deal with. It's really warm. I don't like this. So I think we've hit halfway camp, which I think we determined was just like over a third of the way up, 3.3 miles or something, maybe less. This descent isn't as quick as I thought. It's very rocky and rooty, so you can't move that quick. So I'm sort of like half walking it, half like mini jogging it. Well, we've hit the sign. So we diverted from Vivian Creek, and now we have a steep mile down to Mill Creek, And then we'll cross Mill Creek, have about half a mile of road walking or jogging back to the car. This is not pleasant with the heat, and the air is like super still and stagnant. That's like the main thing. We've made it down. It actually wasn't as bad as I remember going up, going down. So here's Mill Creek. I was gonna say, let's not use the log. Let's get that's gonna be a difficult mount because it's a weird shape. Let's go right here. Feels fabulous. And we're back to the parking lot. I'm just parked down at the bottom, so I gotta walk all the way down there. Let's get a time check. 2:18. So that wasn't very fast going down. We were like 5 hours and 46 minutes all in. That is not very quick, but it's hot. It is really hot. So that's my excuse. And